Yeah, you just don't do that. Dude, this is what at the end of the fucking night, I actually enjoy doing this. When I come home after spots, getting back, I come and I fucking finish all the dishes. If there's any toys out, I put them away.
Really?
I fucking wipe down the counters. I fucking hate waking up to a dirty house. I hate waking up today with all of today's problems and yesterday's problems. Fuck that. Fuck that, dude.
What are you clapping about?
You know why? Because he fucking loves that.
Wait.
He loves it.
That is, my wife would lose her shit. He
loves it.
My wife loves that.
He fucking loved that. Sorry.
So you get home and you make sure your wife's asleep, right?
I handle shit.
Dude, I am the
Dude, I would literally, if I have my fucking sunglasses I accidentally brought them in from the car or whatever, I don't give a shit if I brought them up to the bedroom. I will get up and I will walk downstairs, open up my fucking car, and I will put them in there. I will shut the door, and I will fucking go back in the house. And I will sleep like a baby. Because I don't have the stress knowing that the second I wake up and my Achilles are all tight and I'm going to get myself plantar fasciitis the second I take that first step because I know I got to go downstairs with those fucking sunglasses. I just don't do it. I don't do it.
I am so fucking different than that. I come home after a set.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Open a bottle
I become
of wine.
Felix on this. You got the cigar. You're Jack Clement.
Oh, I am definitely dude. I fucking open a bottle of wine, go out to the man cave, throw on some music, put a movie on in silence, get on the treadmill, walk around a little bit, break a sweat, come inside, family's asleep, headsets in.
Wait, you drink wine and get on a treadmill?
Oh, one of my favorite things in the world to do.
I just feel like that's something Napoleon would do if treadmills existed when he was alive.
Oh, it's my favorite
Get his little ass on there. He'd have his whole thing with his sword dragging on the thing.
I've been stumbling drunk on a treadmill before. My favorite thing in the world.
I rode a bike 12 miles one time, hammered.
For where?
Back in the day when I still lived at my parents' house, I just got into riding this bike. I fucking would ride this thing like, I rode it like 10, 12 miles on the weekdays, and then on Saturday I'd ride 18 miles. And then I didn't do, dude, I was like fucking, I was shredded.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, still pasty as hell, so I couldn't take off my shirt and show off my work. It was a real sad thing. But I don't know what happened. Somehow I was day drinking, but I still had to get my workout in. It was the stupidest thing I did. I got on the bike, I was fucking hammered, and I still did it. And I remember like riding across the street, I was laughing, I was so drunk. And I was just thinking like, can you imagine if I fucking died doing that? It was so fucking dumb.
They used to do that in the Tour de France. They would drink beers to kind of thin out your blood so that they could race better. That was like a thing they did back then. It's
probably an old wives' tale. Somebody's told them that was a good thing to do.
Yeah, well, I think it was one of those things where they were like, no, it's good at altitude. You're in the mountains. It's probably not.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. With no medical background, I'm going to say if you're riding a bike up a mountain, you don't also want to be shit-faced.
I will tell you right now, I get up on the treadmill. I'll go for about 2 miles. I'll do...
Wait, I interrupted. So you get home.
Yeah. I'll do it tonight.
Okay?
I'll do it tonight, without a doubt.
You get a fucking little goblet of wine.
I have my wine bottle fits inside the drink holder. I have like a little platform here. I put my wine glass there.
Is that how you decide which bottle of wine you're gonna get?
Does it fit in the thing?
It's too chunky and fat. This is the greatest wine we've ever had. It won't fit my treadmill. What's up with that Zinfandel over there?
Oh, no whites, just reds.
Is that a 2018?
Throw it up. Throw on like Guys, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives or something like Barnyard Builders.
Dude, that guy can cook his fucking ass off. He can cook his fucking ass off.
Wait, no shit.
He can cook his fucking ass off. I was at something and he was there.
Why? It was on Instagram.
I wasn't there.
You weren't at that one?
I wasn't, no.
Oh, I just saw that on Instagram.
Yeah, I wasn't at that. I was at something else.
Yeah.
And he fucking, oh my God. Because you think that he goes to Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives and he's going to make like fucking, hey, this is a great French dip, which is
great.
Those guys
are legit chef.
Yeah, no,
He's fucking awesome, dude. All those guys. Bobby Flay, fucking top end. Like, all those guys. Those. I mean, I'm super impressed. I've known of that group, meaning, like, I know Bobby and I know Guy, but like, they'd say hi to me, but
It was, anyway, so go ahead. So you put on diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Barnyard builders, living off the grid, building off the grid, something like that. Something that kind of I can disappear. Building off the grid, man, my mind starts fucking. Do 2 miles, and then that's when the wine comes out. And I'll walk probably an eighth of a mile.
Why do you drink wine when you? Why would you?
It just adds. I can stay on the treadmill for so much longer. It's like I don't want to get off. I have a glass of wine with me, and so I'll go and I'll bang out like 4 miles, 6 miles.
That's your Gatorade.
Yeah, and it's just by the end I'm giggling. I feel good. I take a shower, get a bath, get in the bed, and I pass out like a fucking dream. I feel so good. Wake up the next morning, no hangover whatsoever. It's the fucking greatest. You should try. I mean, if you were drinking, you should try it. I did it at a hotel room one time.
When I was drinking, I would still come home, and I would still fucking clean everything up.
For real?
Dude, I just got to think. I fucking hate shit in front of shit. Drives me up the fucking wall. When somebody puts down some shit in front of some other shit, so now I have to move that shit to get to the shit. It just doesn't make any sense. Like something has to go.
What do your cabinets, your counters in your kitchen look like? How much stuff is on your counters?
Well, my kid has a little train set there. I mean, I'm not like a Nazi about it, but I clean up around it.
Yeah.
I just clean up around it. No, there's nothing. There's just like appliances and no food, and it's fucking spotless.
I get.
It's nice.
I get cocoa-covered almonds. I put up a bowl of those out. I have these cauliflower. I like put bowls of fun stuff out. So like, if you come in, you just grab some almonds and pop them in, and peanuts. I have some toffee, like just little treats out. Spice your day up.
I love fun stuff.
Oh, there's nothing better than walking in and just going like.
There's nothing. I think all of that is great. I'm sorry, we still have we have Hershey Kisses and something.
Yeah.
I just don't have fucking thumbprints all over the. Oh. You know the thing I fucking can't stand is the honey. The honey's all fucking sticky and shit. It's just like. Just wipe it down. And then what happens is then it gets in the cupboard, and then that gets sticky, and then dirt gets on it.
You're like my wife. My wife's that way.
What, neat?
Yeah.
An adult? Oh, God, it's so fucking gross.
I am so fucking broken.
I know exactly what you are. You grab the honey thing, you get it all over your hand, and then you grab the handle on the fucking refrigerator. Yeah, there you go. Ugh.
God gave me a napkin, honey. Dude, one of my favorite things to do is drink all the milk and put the container back in the fridge. It's one of my favorite things in the world to do. To then hear my wife go, "Who the fuck?" I start giggling.
That's funny. Yeah. That's funny because there's a bit behind it.
Yeah.
But if you're just being an animal, then you're just a fucking animal.
One time I clipped all my toenails and I taped them underneath our table. So there was tape here, and I just thought, I'm not going to throw them, I'll tape them. The hardest I've ever laughed is when we were moving out of that apartment. We grabbed the table, and my wife flipped it and goes, "The fuck is this?" And it was a treat for me to look back and go, I remember the day I did that. I didn't think the payoff was going to be this strong. And I laughed, crying, laughing, and she was
I would have taken that
She looked at me and goes,
I would have taken that. I would have taken my toenails, and I would have put them in your fucking soup the next day. You just have to, there has to be a payment for that. You can't do that. You know something? When I lived with Bobby Kelly,
yeah.
Bobby Kelly was sitting in the living room around it, talking to me, and he was clipping his fucking nails, and they were flying all over the place. I was just like, I was like speechless. I was like, Bobby, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, what, dude? Fucking clipping my nails.
Yeah.
I'm going, but they're going all over the table. Nah, dude, they just, they go. He thought they were going to evaporate. That guy, but Bobby, it was like, he grew up in the street, I think. Literally. So he used to tell me stories, and I would just be like, oh, okay, now I get the nails thing.
We were in Paris when I was on Travel Channel at a art place, like a museum, and it was beautiful manicured lawn in there, and the girl I was with was eating pistachios and throwing the pistachio nuts on the ground, and you could just see them everywhere. And I was like, hey, those don't just go away. And she was like, yeah, they're nuts. Just throwing them everywhere.
Yeah, it's part of nature.
She goes, I go, no, you gotta pick those up. She goes, no, it's biodegradable. Just throw them over there. And they were it was like Hansel and Gretel. You could see the trail she had taken. Finally, the curator of the museum just goes, is no one gonna pick those up? and I said something, and the curator went around and picked up all the shells, and I was
And you guys are wearing shirts with American flags on it, weren't you?
yeah, Travel Channel.
Listen, I will tell you this. I don't get why if I'm driving down the highway and I have a pear, which I never used to eat. I used to eat apples, and then my kid got a book because we're trying to potty train her. There's literally a book that says, you know, it hurts when I poop. I swear to God, it's the name of the book. Dude, it's fucking graphic. So in the end, they had a whole list of foods that make, you know, it easier. And apples and bananas was something that they tried to say made it more difficult to have a movement. So I'm back to eating pears. It's a whole aside. So I don't understand if I'm eating an apple or a pear, if I'm driving down the fucking street.
Yeah.
Why can't I throw that? Why is that polluting if I throw that out the window?
I think we just start a pear tree. Like if you throw a pear seed.
No, a pear, like the core.
Yeah, the seed. Right? I'm thinking of a pear, or am I thinking of a plum?
Yeah, no, there's no seeds in them that's going to make them grow anymore.
What's the one that's got a nut in it?
The corporations own all the seeds. So there's seeds, but you can't grow anything on them.
Oh, for real?
As far as I know, yeah. They own all the seeds.
They have the licensing trademark for certain seeds, so if they find that the farmer uses like a Monsanto seed, they can sue them. But the birds bring them from one field to the other.
Wait, hold on 1 second. You can't just, like in the old days.
No. We fucked with the food supply. But they paid off the politicians. See, politicians, something like this is going on.
They've neutered the seeds, so you can't just bury it and get a pear tree.
Yeah, they did to the food supply what ISIS would love to have done. But where ISIS fucks up is they don't donate money to the Clintons and the Bushes and the Obamas. If they just did that, they wouldn't be a problem. The problem is, if you do that, then you can literally pour shit in the water supply. You can put hormones in the cow. You can feed cows to other cows.
I'm
and then
spitting
have
watermelon
your baby.
seeds out going, we're going to have a watermelon fucking... Like, I definitely...
I don't think they fucked with them genetically that either if you put them in the ground that doesn't work or you can only work one, right?
Some, but there are some that they just like trademark. But this is
Oh, and other ones that they trademark.
Oh, I'm thinking of the nut in a plum. I think the nut where you, like, suck it.
Suck it, motherfucker.
No, you can't just throw shit out the window anymore.
We got to wrap this one. How much time do we do? Okay, so we got to do the read, man.
All right, let's do the
That
read.
smells delicious.
Tastes really good.
All right, so that's the that was a good one, man.
Yeah,
I felt it was good.
I feel like I learned a lot about you.
No, you know what it is? I just like to get shit done.
I like to get shit done too.
I like to get shit done. I like to fucking like, and it's also I know I'm really difficult to live with. Oh. So if I crush all this other shit.
Yeah, but you're not difficult to live with. Everything's clean in your house. What's the hardest part to live with you?
All right. That's the podcast, everybody.
The house is clean at least, right?
You know what's fun? This is great because I finally get to fucking hang out with you. You used to always say, I'm going to hang out with you. Now I get to hang out with you. All right, that's the podcast. Thank you.
We'll see you guys again soon, this month.
On another episode of the Bill
Burt
Pod
Podcast.